My Time with Jesus. Fatima Special, Jacinta and the Conversion of Sinners. Hello, friends. Is it you? Come in. We were expecting you. We're reading the memoirs of Sister Lucia, who was one of the 3 shepherd children that our mother Mary appeared to at Fatima.
Yes, it's a lovely book that tells us how first an angel appeared to them and then Our Lady.
It was amazing.
Hi, kids.
Hello, Father Luis.
I see you're reading the memoirs of Sister Lucia.
Yes, Father Luis.
Go ahead, Eva.
The 3 shepherd children were Lucia, Francisco, and Jacinta, right?
That's right.
Oh, well, why doesn't it tell us what Jacinta was like?
Jacinta was the youngest of the 3. She was only 6.
The 3 of them did everything together?
Yes,
Like us. We do everything together.
exactly. They were cousins. You'll see, this is how Sister Lucia describes it.
I don't know why, but both Jacinta and her brother Francisco were very fond of me and nearly always wanted to play with me. Jacinta loved to play the button game and had the defect of being a bit greedy. Jacinta always had to choose the game. One day she chose to play the button game, as usual.
Lucia, give me your last button. I won. Okay, you won. But now give me back the buttons. No way, they're mine now. I won them. I can't go home without any buttons. Well, sorry. I'll save them for tomorrow, and that way I won't have to use mine. Hey, do you want to get me punished? If you don't get them back, I'll never play with you again. But... Come on, give them to me. Okay. Here, take them. But I won them, and they should be mine now.
You see, Jacinta was a very happy girl who loved to dance.
I love to dance, too.
Ah, so what's new? You love everything.
Often while shepherding the sheep, Francisco would play the flute and Jacinta would dance. But you know what?
Fire away.
After the apparitions of the angel and Our Lady, Jacinta changed and took her mission very seriously.
Did she have a mission?
Yes,
From heaven?
that's right.
Wow! Now that's important.
You see, her mission was to pray for sinners and offer sacrifices for their conversion.
We were playing at the well when suddenly we saw the same figure next to us, or an angel as it seemed to me.
What are you doing? Pray. Pray very much. The hearts of Jesus and Mary have designs of mercy on you. Offer prayers and sacrifices constantly to the Most High.
How should we sacrifice ourselves?
Make everything you can a sacrifice and offer it to God as an act of reparation for the sins by which He is offended and to beg for the conversion of sinners. You will thus draw down peace upon your country. I am its guardian angel, the angel of Portugal. Above all, accept and bear with submission the suffering which the Lord will send you.
Wow, cool. An angel appeared to them.
Yes, and sometime later Our Lady appeared to them and also asked them to pray and make sacrifices for sinners.
Are you willing to offer yourselves to God and bear all the sufferings He wills to send to you? As an act of reparation for the sins by which He is offended and for the conversion of sinners?
Yes, we will.
Then you are going to have much to suffer, but the grace of God will be your comfort.
And did they suffer a lot for sinners?
Yes, Our Lady even showed them hell, where the souls of sinners go.
Wow, hell. And weren't they scared to death?
No, seeing hell made a deep impression on Jacinta. From then on, little Jacinta decided to make many sacrifices so that nobody would have to go there.
Yeah, hell must be horrible.
It is. From that moment, Jacinta prayed a lot and offered sacrifices so that nobody would have to go there. You'll see.
Jacinta, come and play.
I don't want to play today.
Why don't you want to play?
Because I'm thinking that the lady told us to pray the rosary and make sacrifices for the conversion of sinners.
From then on, the 3 shepherd children began to make sacrifices in reparation for sinners.
Okay, but I like to play.
That's good. God wants you to play.
Oh yeah? Doesn't He want me to spend all day praying and making sacrifices?
No, Enrique. God wants you to pray, but He also wants you to play.
Yeah, but Jacinta spent all day praying for the conversion of sinners.
Well, Jacinta had a mission she'd been given by Our Lady.
So, can I play or not?
Yes, of course, and you can offer your game to God.
I don't understand. I thought we could only offer God sacrifices. And playing isn't a sacrifice.
We can offer God everything we do, what we like and what is an effort for us.
I didn't know I could offer God my games.
Well, of course you can.
Father Luis, tell us more about Jacinta.
Well, you see, there was a woman in the village who insulted them.
There was a woman in our village who insulted us whenever she saw us. We bumped into her when she was leaving the tavern, and the poor thing, since she wasn't in her right mind, she only wanted to insult us this time.
Hey, you! Yes, you, the little liars! If you go on deceiving people, I'm going to. What do you think? That we're all as gullible as you? No way! We don't believe anything you say. I'm going to talk to your parents.
Wow, what a bad temper that lady had.
Well, yes.
We have to ask the intercession of Our Lady and offer sacrifices for the conversion of this woman. She says so many sinful things that if she doesn't confess, she'll go to hell.
A few days later, we were running past the woman's house. Then Jacinta told me,
Hey, is it tomorrow when we'll see that woman? Yes. In that case, let's not play anymore. We're making this a sacrifice for the conversion of sinners.
and without worrying whether anyone could see her, she raised her hands and eyes to heaven and made the offering.
Oh, Jesus, it is for the love of you, for the conversion of sinners, and reparation for the sins committed against the Immaculate Heart of Mary.
The poor woman was spying through the door of the house. Later, she told my mother that she had felt very impressed by Jacinta's action.
Jacinta's prayer really impressed me. That I don't need any more proof to know that the children are telling the truth.
I'm really pleased. They're good children.
After that, she not only stopped insulting us, but also repeatedly asked us to intercede for her, to ask Our Lady to forgive her sins.
Please pray to the Virgin Mary for me so that God will forgive all my sins, which are many.
Wow, it's amazing. And did people ask them for miracles?
Yes, the 3 children soon became famous in the town, and the people asked them to intercede for them before Our Lady.
Please, Jacinta, ask Our Lady to cure me of the terrible disease that I have.
Stand up. Don't kneel before me.
Oh, please.
Then the 2 prayed 3 Hail Marys.
And was the woman cured?
Well, yes, you'll see.
Stand up. Our Lady will cure you.
Thank you, Jacinta. You're very good.
Jacinta kept on praying for her until, sometime later, the woman appeared again to thank Our Lady for curing her.
How amazing. Tell us about more miracles.
You only want to hear about miracles.
Dead right. They're amazing.
Right, well, on another occasion, Jacinta met a soldier.
Jacinta, I need to ask Our Lady a very big favor.
Okay, what do you need?
I've received the order to go to war, and I'm leaving my wife sick in bed with 3 young children. Now, who will look after them?
What do you want me to ask?
Either that I don't have to go to war, or that my wife is cured. Please, Jacinta, I know Our Lady listens to you.
Okay, will you pray the rosary with me?
Of course I will.
And the 2 of them began to pray the rosary.
Don't cry. Our Lady is so good. She is sure to give you the grace you are asking for.
And she never forgot her soldier. At the end of the rosary, she always prayed 1 Hail Mary for the soldier. A few months later, he appeared with his wife and 3 children to thank Our Lady for the 2 graces received.
Wow, how amazing.
Well, yes, you see, it turns out that the soldier became ill on the eve of going to war and could not go. Sometime later, his wife was also cured, and they all lived happily together.
It's like in stories.
Yes, the 3 shepherd children could no longer go anywhere alone. They were always surrounded by people.
Were they famous?
Yes, people asked them things about Our Lady and asked them for miracles. Some days during playtime, Jacinta went to church.
I'm going to church to pray to the hidden Jesus.
Look, it's the shepherd children. Let's go and be with them.
They seem to just know. When you enter the church, there are always lots of people wanting to ask us questions. And I would like to spend some time alone talking to the hidden Jesus. But they don't let me.
One day when we were halfway along the road to Fatima, we saw a group of ladies and some gentlemen getting out of a car.
Look, Lucia, those people are sure to be looking for us. Yeah, and we can't run away because they're driving and they'll catch up with us. Well, with a little luck, they might not recognize us.
Hi, kids. Do you know the 3 shepherd children Our Lady appeared to?
Yes.
Great. And do you know where they live?
Yes, you have to follow the road to Al Hustra.
Thank you very much, dear.
They did not recognize us and left. We immediately ran to hide in a thicket.
They'll never discover us here. Just as well they didn't recognize us. Yes, we have to do this whenever we're not recognized.
I know how it feels because I feel the same.
Of course, since you're the smartest in the class, everyone wants to work with you.
Yeah, but I want to work alone because it takes me less time. Doing it with other people is a drag.
Joseph, shall we do the science work together?
I'd rather not.
Go on, please.
It's always the same. It's a drag.
Well, Joseph, maybe God would like you to share your intelligence with others, don't you think?
Are you sure? I find it really hard.
It's a small sacrifice that makes life more pleasant for others.
I don't like sacrifices.
But they're only small things. You see, in her memoirs, Sister Lucia wrote down some of the sacrifices that the shepherd children made.
We were playing one day at the same well. Jacinta's mother had a vineyard next to it. She cut off a few bunches of grapes and brought them for us to eat. But Jacinta never forgot about her sinners.
Here, I brought you some bunches of grapes. They look fantastic.
Great. We're very hungry.
Well, that's great then. I'll leave the basket here.
I love grapes. Okay, tea time. Just a moment. Let's leave them, and then we can offer the sacrifice for sinners. You're right, Jacinta. I forgot. Okay, we'll offer this small sacrifice for the conversion of sinners. I'll take the grapes to those children over there.
Another time, my aunt came to invite us to eat some figs she had brought, and which quite honestly looked absolutely delicious.
Look, Jacinta, your mother just brought us a basket of figs to eat. They look really delicious. I'm going to eat one. But, hey, you know what? What? Today we haven't made any sacrifices for sinners yet. We have to make this one. Oh, Jesus, it is for the love of you, for the conversion of sinners, and in reparation for the sins committed against the Immaculate Heart of Mary. That's too much for me.
It sure is. I would have eaten them.
Well, the shepherd children give us an example of how to make small sacrifices. We can do other things.
Yeah, I guess that's what I have to do with Andrew and the science work, right?
I think so.
Okay, Andrew, I'll do the science work with you.
Good, you're a good classmate.
That's very good, Joseph. God has given you great intelligence that you can share with your classmates, helping them as much as you can, just like the shepherd children offered themselves to pray for those in need.
Okay, Father Luis, but I'm not as smart as Joseph, and I can't think of any sacrifice.
Well, you see, you could drop a coin into the basket at Mass on Sunday.
What? A coin? But I only have 2, and they're for buying 2 packets of cards.
Okay, so you can give one of the 2 coins.
And buy only 1 packet of cards?
That's very good.
But that would be a big sacrifice for me.
Well, the alms that we give should make us a little poorer.
Okay, I'll do it.
And don't forget to tell Jesus that this is for sinners. That's what we learned from Jacinta.
Okay.
That little sacrifice will become a great treasure in the eyes of God.
That sounds better.
Yes, it doesn't matter that you just give 1 coin. You see, Jacinta also learned to pray for the Pope.
2 priests came to question us and recommended us to pray for the Holy Father. Jacinta didn't know who the Holy Father was, and the good priest explained who he was and how he was in great need of prayers.
And her love for the Holy Father became so deeply rooted that whenever she offered a sacrifice to Jesus, she added, "And for the Holy Father." At the end of the rosary, she always prayed 3 Hail Marys for the Holy Father.
Yes, because the Pope needs our prayers.
That's right. I have an idea.
Fire away.
At the end of our rosary, we can always pray in Our Father, a Hail Mary, and a Glory Be for the Pope and his intentions. Okay?
Great idea. Okay, I like that because it isn't hard to do. Father Luis?
Go ahead, Eva.
Our Lady told Jacinta that she would soon take her to heaven, right?
Yes, she did.
Did she keep her promise?
Well, yes, Jacinta soon fell ill with pneumonia.
Jacinta, darling, drink this cup of warm milk. It'll do you good.
I don't want it, Mom.
But, darling... I don't know how to get her to eat anything with so little appetite.
Why are you disobeying your mother and not offering this sacrifice to the Lord? Yes, I didn't remember this time. Mom!
What is it, darling?
I've decided I'll drink that glass of milk.
That's great, Jacinta. Here you are. You'll see what good it does you. I'm going to the kitchen to prepare some soup.
I find it harder and harder to drink the milk and broth, but I do it without complaining for the love of our Lord and the Immaculate Heart of Mary, our dear Mother in heaven. Now I feel very ashamed when I complain about my medicine.
Yeah, you're never happy when you take it.
I'll say.
Well, it can taste so terrible.
Here, Eva, drink this medicine.
I don't like it.
But the doctor said you have to take it every 6 hours.
I'd rather be ill and never get better.
Come on, dear. I'll leave it here and you can take it little by little.
It's true. I find it hard to take medicine because it tastes awful.
Well, that's a good sacrifice you can offer to God.
I think so.
Here, darling. Take this medicine that your doctor prescribed.
Yes, Mom. I'll take it right away.
Very good, Eva. That little sacrifice has great value in the eyes of God. We learned that from Jacinta.
Very good. I think I can do that.
You see, Our Lady appeared to Jacinta several times while she was sick.
Wow, several times?
Yes.
That's right, that's right.
Amazing! The word you're looking for is amazing.
You'll see.
Our Lady came to see us and said that she will soon come to look for Francisco to take him to heaven. She asked me if I still wanted to convert more sinners. I told her I did.
What else did she say?
She replied that I would go to a hospital and that there I would suffer greatly for the conversion of sinners and in reparation for the sins committed against the Immaculate Heart of Mary and for the love of Jesus.
And that's what happened. Shortly afterwards, Jacinta was transferred to the hospital of Orem, and Lucia went to visit her there.
Are you suffering a lot, Jacinta? I'm suffering, yes, but I offer it all for sinners and in reparation to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. I'm so glad to be suffering for their love, to please them. They are greatly pleased by those who suffer for the conversion of sinners.
Well, now I think about it, I should go and visit my grandmother who is ill.
That's very good, Joseph. That's a very beautiful act of mercy.
Know what, Father Luis? I could take us some Chewing Gum Man comics to cheer her up.
Don't be silly.
I love them. Why not?
Well, your grandmother's an old lady and doesn't read Chewing Gum Man comics.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to take her.
Let's see, what is your grandmother like?
Well, she likes cooking. She makes some really tasty biscuits.
Okay, then...
I've got it. I'll take her some cookbooks. She'll like that.
I don't think that's a good idea, Joseph.
Oh, no?
It'd be better to take a flower.
Exactly. We women love flowers.
I also think that's a good idea.
Okay, well, I'll go to the countryside to pick a bunch of beautiful flowers.
I could go with you and help you.
Great.
Visiting the sick is a good act of charity.
Here we go with the strange words. What does charity mean?
An act of charity is something we do for the love of God and others.
I think I understand.
Jesus did the same with his friends.
Jesus visited the sick?
Well, yes, that's what the gospel tells us. For example, Jesus went to see Peter's mother-in-law who was sick in bed.
And did he cure her?
Yes, he cured her. And he did the same with his friend Lazarus who was dead.
Hang on. Was he really dead?
Yes, he had already died and Jesus raised him.
Wow, now that's amazing.
Sure is.
Father Luis?
Yes, Eva.
And how did Jacinta die?
Well, you see, Our Lady appeared to her again.
Our Lady told me that I will go to Lisbon, to another hospital, and I will not see you again or my parents.
I'm very sorry to see you go.
Me too. She said that after much suffering, I would die alone, but that I shouldn't be afraid. She will come for me to take me to heaven.
The day to leave for Lisbon finally arrived. The parting was heartbreaking. She remained for a long time with her arms around my neck crying and said,
We'll never see each other again. Offer many prayers for me until I go to heaven.
Then, when I'm there, I will ask for many things for you.
I'll do that. Never tell a secret to anyone, even if they kill you. Love Jesus and the Immaculate Heart of Mary deeply, and make many sacrifices for sinners.
And so the two of them said goodbye. Shortly afterwards, Jacinta was transferred to Lisbon Hospital, where she died.
That's so sad.
Yeah, but Jacinta went to heaven.
That's right, just as Our Lady had promised.
Okay, kids, we're coming to the end of the program, and Father Luis is going to help us summarize what we've learned.
Okay, so I don't remember everything properly.
I do. We have learned to make small sacrifices for sinners.
That's right, Jacinta taught us.
Yes, for example, I can take my medicine without complaining.
And I can do the science work with Andrew.
Yeah, and I can drop a coin into the basket at Mass on Sunday.
That's right. You see, these small sacrifices have tremendous value in God's eyes.
You mean they're like a treasure?
More than a treasure.
Wow, so they really are important.
These small sacrifices make us better people and make others happier, and are a treasure we have in heaven.
Well, that's what we have learned from Jacinta, the value of small sacrifices. Okay, friends, see you in the next program.
Bye-bye.